I suppose you know the difference between suppose and supposed to. No? Well, keep watching and find out. All right, suppose versus supposed to. Let's get started. You may have heard or seen this word before, suppose. And you may have seen the verb suppose in two forms, suppose, supposed to. One has no D. The other does have a D. Suppose and supposed to are the same verb, okay? They are verbs, but they are used in different ways, and they are used in different parts of the sentence. They have different functions. Suppose is used to mean assume or guess. You assume something to be true. You guess that it is true. Guess in this example is informal, right? You say, I guess so. This also means you think it is true, you believe it is true. Okay, so the verb suppose is used when you do not have proof that something is true. Proof means 100% evidence, okay? Or your knowledge is not certain. You're uncertain whether it's true or not, but you are confident. For example, Daniel isn't here yet. I suppose he missed the bus. Okay, well, maybe I know some things about Daniel. I know that Daniel usually takes the bus, right? But I don't know for certain why he is late. I suppose he missed the bus is my best guess. It's my assumption. So I believe that it's true because it's probably the reason, right? He takes the bus. He probably missed the bus. This is the most reasonable explanation. Okay, so this means my knowledge about this is not certain, but I assume he missed the bus. Okay, so I assume that this is the reason why he is late. He's been late 3 times this week. I suppose the boss will be angry. So, here it is reasonable to think, to assume, to believe the boss will be angry. Well, because Daniel is often late 3 times in 1 week, yeah, that's not good, right? So I can also say it is reasonable to assume the boss will be angry. So think, assume, suppose. Okay, important. Don't forget this. The verb suppose, no D, should only be used in the present tense. So supposed to mean assume is not correct. Okay? Hi guys, just a short interruption. Please take a second and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Okay, thanks so much. Back to the video. Now let's talk about supposed to with a D. Supposed to is used with the verb to be supposed to, is supposed to, are supposed to, was supposed to, were supposed to. Supposed to is a phrase that functions like a modal verb. Modal verbs are also called auxiliary verbs or helper verbs. Auxiliary verbs, modal verbs, they help the main verb in the sentence by changing or modifying the main verb. So think of some modal verbs. Have. Supposed to is similar to the verb have to, or need to, which expresses an obligation to do something, similar to must. I have to be at the doctor's office at 10 a.m. for my appointment. So have to is an obligation. Must is similar. Also, need to is similar for an obligation. I need to be at the doctor's office at 10 a.m. for my appointment. Notice the main verb is be. Need or have, these are modal verbs. Okay? They help us understand more information about the main verb. I must be. These are all similar meanings. So, therefore, I am supposed to be at the doctor's office at 10 a.m. for my appointment. This means it is an obligation for me to be there at 10 a.m. So, in this case, the closest synonym is need to. I need to be there. I am supposed to be there. Okay, another example. You were supposed to do your homework. Why didn't you do it? Well, this means you were required to do your homework. Completing your homework was an obligation, and you didn't do it, right? So, supposed to is usually used when the subject has an obligation to do something. Okay, we know this. Let's add more information. But this event, this action, this obligation may not happen, or it did not happen if we use the past tense. Okay? For example, I am supposed to be at the doctor's office at 10 a.m. for my appointment, but I may cancel it. I may cancel my appointment. So I have an obligation to be there, but it's uncertain. It may not happen, right? You have the freedom to cancel an appointment, right? If you want to. Okay? Another example. My computer is supposed to turn on. I don't know why it's not working. So, my computer is not turning on, even though it should turn on, right? That's the computer's job. The computer's obligation is to work properly. So, but it's not working, right? So, Daniel was supposed to be here at 9. This means he had an obligation to be here, but he isn't here, right? So it did not happen. Okay, what about this sentence? Similar. Daniel was supposed to be here at 9. I suppose he missed the bus. In this example, I am using both verbs, but in a different way. Was supposed to be here at 9. This means he had an obligation to be here, but he is not here. I suppose he missed the bus. This means I assume he missed the bus. Right? Understand? Okay. Now it's your turn. I will give 5 examples. Choose the correct verb, suppose or be supposed to. You might have to change the be verb. Okay? Write your answers down in the comments section below. Let's do it. Number 1. The magician pulled a rabbit out of his hat, but the rabbit ran away. What do you think? Suppose or supposed to? Don't forget the be verb. Number 2. He's just a bad magician. Number 3. Daniel, that the reason he was fired was because he was always late for work. Number 4. Our boss tell Daniel why he was fired, but Daniel says he wasn't given a reason. Number 5. That's unfair. Workers receive an explanation. Okay, let me know your questions and comments down in the comment section and your ideas for future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you learned something, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. All right. Also, hit that bell icon so YouTube lets you know whenever I publish future videos. My name is Liam. This is Grammar Simple, the channel that makes English grammar simple. I will see you in a future video. Bye for now.